So, hello. So, if you are new to me, I am Terrell PA. I am a motivational success coach and writing coach. Sometimes people call me a business strategist. I will take all of those hats because I wear many. But I am so I help entrepreneurs and writers create their signature services and, of course, write their books and create a business around their books. And I do have, I help authors create more income, impact, and visibility online and offline. And I am also an author of My Broken Stiletto, A Woman's Guide to Up-Leveling Your Faith, Finances, and Fashion. As you can see, I like to group my words. Yes, it's a thing. I do it. It is what it is. I am also the host of the TT Street Show podcast, which is on KTV on Roku. Yes. So I have a lot going on. I wanted to come in and do a training on specifically the number one question that I get all the time from aspiring authors. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because this morning I was having an impromptu conversation with an aspiring author, and something came out of that conversation, and so it just prompted me that I feel like these conversations need to be had a little bit more. I don't think maybe I have even done a good job in terms of just talking about what you really should be doing to move the needle so that you can write your book. So the number one question that I get, like I said, I've been getting this question either on calls with potential clients. I don't really get this call with my current clients because we tend to work through this. I tend to work through this problem before you become a client, but I noticed that there's people who have this problem and it stops them from moving forward. So this is what I want to dive into. So in order for me to answer this question, I'm going to answer it in a 3-part live stream, which is going to start today. And then tomorrow I'm going to go live again for the second part. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to go live again. So over the course of 3 days, I'm going to answer one question, okay? And so the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I want to give you the opportunity to absorb what I am saying and then to also to execute, okay? So the number one question that I get is, how do I get started with my story if it is difficult? So if my story has difficult aspects of it, such as abuse, such as just hardships, how do I get past that? That's the question that I get over and over again. And so the problem with this question is that people are stalling because they're like, my story is difficult, right? I have a hard time getting past, I don't know how to get started, right? Because I don't know where I should be starting. At what point of my story should I be starting, right? And so that is a question that has been repetitively coming up. And so not only did it come up today, this morning when I was speaking to someone, but it has been coming over, like I said, a lot. And so this is why I'm going to address it over 3 days, okay? So I hope you are enjoying your time, your summer. And one of the things that I did over the past weekend was I cleared out my closet, right? And so you may be saying, okay, so you cleared out your closet. So what does clearing out my closet have to do with writing your story or getting past difficult points so that you can get started, right? Well, here's the thing. You want to make room for new ideas, right? You want to make room for anything that is transforming because we're always changing, right? So you want to have enough space so that when you are getting ready to write, you want to make sure that you are making room for all of those new ideas, and also you want to have a clear mental space. You want to make sure that you have a clear, mental space for anything that's coming in, right? And a lot of times what I see is that people don't think that their environment affects their writing, right? Or affects their mental capacity, but it does, right? So what you have going on around you will affect how productive you are or the lack of, right? And so this is why I wanted to address this question the way that I'm addressing it, right? So the first thing that you really want to truly think about, if you're like, man, I really want to write my story this year, I really want to tell it, I really want to become an author. I know that my story is going to help people who probably have been where I've been or still in this situation, whatever it is, right? And you're like, but I don't even know like where to begin, right? So you want to start thinking about how are you showing up in your environment, okay? So the first thing that you want to do is that you want to make sure that your environment is in a clear capacity, like a clear space, right? You want to make sure that your wherever you're creating, wherever you're writing, wherever your day-to-day actions are, you want to make sure that that space is organized. You don't want clutter. You don't want things that are just like piling up that you're constantly worrying about, because then you're not going to be able to focus, okay? So the number one thing for today that I would like you to do is think about what's on your mind, right? What's on your mind? How is your environment set up? Are you worrying about like your laundry? Are you worrying about like your dishes in the sink? Are you worrying about that you need to clear out that attic? Are you worrying about that you need to clear out that closet like I just did over the past weekend? What is it, right? I want you to think about that, because whatever you are worrying about, you want to take action and do something so that you can clear your mind. It's going to help. It's going to push you into the right direction that you need to go. And I know you may be thinking like, okay, these I don't believe that these things are holding me back, but in reality they are holding you back, okay? So for today, your assignment is to clear any distractions that is coming up for you that could be mentally taxing. So whatever it is, that I want you to do a tally of your environment. Think about what you have going on, and is there something that in your home life that is stopping you from being clear, having a clear mindset, okay? So think about what it is, and I want you to start tackling that thing, okay? So if it's that attic, go clean the attic. If it's the basement, clean the basement. If it's your desk, your home office, whatever it is, clear it, okay? If it's that you know that you need to clean your house before you can even start writing or whatever, right? Do it, okay? So your first assignment is to clear your space around you, okay? So this is what I want you to do for today, okay? Remember, this is a 3-day series that I'm doing specifically to answer this question: how do I get started with my story when it's a difficult story? Yes, sweetie. So that's your assignment, okay? Tomorrow we're going to go a little bit deeper, and we're going to talk about the other thing that you need to do right now in order to answer this question, okay? And so this is over the course of 3 days. This is it's gonna help to shift a couple of, it could be beliefs that may be holding you back, okay? So we're going to talk about it. So day one is to clear your space around you so that you can what you need to write, okay? So that's it, okay? I do have an announcement, and I'm just going to tell you really, really quickly because my little one is asking for my time. So for the summer, I am going to be working closely with, my goal is to work closely with about 50, yes, 50 aspiring writers to become to shift from aspiring writer to author. Okay, so if that's something that you are interested in, I have put a link in this in this live. All you need to do is click the link above this video, and that will direct you to a phone call with me. When we get on the phone, we'll talk about how we could take it a little bit further, what your story is about. This is going to expedite this whole process. So if this is something that you're like, okay, I really just want to get started right now. I've already been writing and I'm fired up. So if you're fired up and you're like, I can't wait, click the link above this video so that we can talk about how you could be possibly one of those 50 writers who are going to become authors over the summer. Okay. So I'm super excited. Sure, I'm super excited because this is going to be it's going to be impactful for a lot of people. Even these 3 days, you may uncover that this is something that you hadn't thought about before, and so this will give you some shifts. So I'm hoping that this, well, I know, I'm not going to hope, I know that you will do the work. If you're watching this on the replay, let me know where you are with your story. Let me know what is resonating with you. Say hello. Where are you watching from? Don't be shy, okay? And I'm going to close out right now because my daughter is requesting my time. But definitely, I definitely want to make sure that you did a mental tally of your environment and think about where you are in the process. What are you thinking about on a daily basis that you know you really need to get to, and I want you to get to it. Okay, so that's your assignment for today. Make sure you come back tomorrow because we're going to dive a little bit deeper in the same thing on Wednesday, on day 3. Okay, so that is it. Enjoy your day. Hopefully we won't have too many interruptions tomorrow over the next 2 days, but if we do, it's okay, right? This is the new normal, so it is what it is. So have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.